Spain is one of the best examples of an Icarus that flew too close to the sun, of a flame that burned too bright and flickered out. Even as they reached the height of their territorial size, they were a shadow of their former power. When did this decline start? When did Spain go from the most powerful nation in Europe to a crumbling empire? The clearest beginning of their downfall was the undeclared Anglo-Spanish War from 1585 to 1604. Following the weakness they showed in this conflict and the destruction of their invincible armada, almost every major power pounced on them along with other Habsburg holdings in Europe. So what if this never happened? What if Spain won the Anglo-Spanish War? What if Spain had invaded England? Tensions between the Spanish and English had been rising for many years before the conflict. The English had been sending pirates to raid Spanish ships operating in the Spanish New World, and they were militarily supporting Protestant revolts in the Spanish Habsburg Netherlands. And so, King Philip II of Spain planned to invade England using the massive Spanish Armada and install a Protestant monarch. Following setbacks in the planned invasion year of 1587, the Armada set out towards England. After a few indecisive battles in the English Channel, the Spanish Armada was crippled at the Battle of Gravelines while they were waiting for the invasion force at Calais to be ready. In this timeline, the Battle of Gravelines is a decisive battle for the Spanish instead, crushing the English fleet. After a little more preparations, the invasion force is taken across the Channel and lands on the shores of England. Battles south of London end in Spanish victories, and the capital itself falls. Elizabeth I of England is deposed and a Catholic monarch is installed in England. From then on, England would be little more than a Catholic rump state without the powerful navy that it came to be known for in our timeline. Now, what will a victorious Spain do after this war? Without the ruinous wars that followed their defeat in the Anglo-Spanish War, the Habsburgs would be able to find a replacement monarch for Spain and would continue being a powerful family throughout Europe. Spain could put its resources into maintaining union with Portugal and suppressing Protestant revolutionaries in the Spanish Netherlands. It would also maintain control over southern Italy. As the age of European colonization of the Americas continued, not only would Spain be far stronger than in our timeline, but there would be no Britain to rival them. The French would grab Quebec, the Ohio River Valley, and New England. We may see smaller colonial powers gain a foothold in the south of what we would call the 13 colonies. However, other than Alaska going to the Russians, there would be nothing stopping Spain from getting everything else, with a war like our timeline's 7-Year War securing a Spanish hegemony over all of the New World. With Spain so strong, they could put down nationalistic sympathies in the colonies much more effectively than in our timeline. And with the indigenous peoples being replaced almost entirely by Spaniards, I don't think Spain would have much trouble keeping control over the entirety of the two continents. And once the Europeans looked towards Africa, I have no doubt Spain would get itself a sizable chunk. Asia would also be dominated by the Spanish. India, I believe, would fall to the French, but again, there's nothing stopping Spain from fighting for it. I'm no Spanish fanboy, but if Spain never lost to the English, I don't think there's anything stopping them from complete world domination. But of course, no empire can stand forever. No one nation can rule the world for all time. Whether it be from corruption, a mega anti-Spanish alliance, or just a string of bad events that are found oh so often in history, even the mighty Spanish Empire would begin to crumble. Imagine an independent America filled with Spaniards. Imagine an Africa with massive Spanish-speaking populations. Imagine an India who never even thinks of the British. Imagine a timeline where Spain ruled the world.